Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar, 8 Steps for Patients to Find Your Practice on the First Page of Google. Whether you're a general dentist, an orthodontist, a practice manager, or even the owner of a growing dental group, we all have one thing in common. We want your practice to show up on the first page of Google results online when patients are searching for the services that you want more appointments for. My name is Alex, and I'm the Growth Marketing Manager here at ProSites, where we specialize in helping dental practices fill their schedules and grow through smart strategic marketing. Today's webinar is all about how to get on the first page of Google without the misery, tech overwhelm, or wasted marketing dollars. Before we jump into the agenda for today's webinar, I do want to go over a few housekeeping items. So first, we will be sending out a recording of the webinar along with the slides shared in today's presentation with anyone that registered. So be on the lookout for that in the inbox for the email that you used to register within the next 24 hours. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the agenda for today's presentation. Here is some insight on what we will be covering for you today. I won't read through every single point here on our agenda, but this is just a brief overview of what we will be covering with all aspects of SEO for dentists. Let's start with a powerful insight that sets the stage for everything we will cover today. 75% of users never scroll past the first page of Google search results. That means if your practice isn't on page 1, most potential patients won't even know you exist online. Think about your behavior online. When was the last time that you clicked through to page 2 or page 3 of a Google search when looking for a service provider like a plumber, a chiropractor, or a dentist? That's why page 1 real estate is the most valuable digital marketing space your practice can own. But here's a part that is often misunderstood, is page 1 isn't just one spot. There are 3 key areas where your practice can appear, and each has its own strategy behind it. So let's start with the map pack, or also known as the local pack. So this section, as you can see on the screen right now, is often seen right under the search bar that features a map of 3 local business listings. And it will include key details like practice name, address, phone number, star rating from your reviews, office hours, and a button for either directions or to call directly. This is especially powerful for mobile users looking for a dentist near me. Being in the map pack can double or triple the chances that someone clicks on your practice. And what are the biggest drivers of visibility in the map pack? A well-optimized Google Business Profile, consistent local SEO, and a multitude of recent online reviews with a particular emphasis on recent reviews, which we will discuss later. The second area of real estate is organic search results. So this is where your website pages and blog content show up based on how well they match what someone is searching for. So for example, if someone is an Invisalign dentist in Dallas, so if someone types that into their search bar and your website has a page specifically optimized for that service and city, Google will be more likely to show it in near the top of the results. Ranking in organic search helps establish your website credibility and authority, especially when your website is mobile friendly, fast loading, filled with custom content, backed by strong SEO foundations. More on all of that soon. And unlike paid ads, clicks on organic search results or clicks on organic results don't cost you anything. So this is more of a long-term marketing ROI at its best. And third, you'll have sponsored real estate on page 1, which are paid search ads, also Google ads. These appear right at the top of the page, typically marked with a small ad or sponsored label. Paid ads can be great for quick visibility, especially for high-value services like dental implants or emergency dentistry. But here's the thing, ads alone aren't enough. Most people skip over ads and go straight to the map or organic results because those seem more real and trustworthy. That's why a holistic approach combining organic SEO, strong local presence, and smart page strategy is the key to dominating page one. So when we talk about getting on the first page, what we're really talking about is ranking in the map pack, showing up in top organic listings, and for some practices, leveraging paid ads strategically. We're not focusing on paid ads in today's webinar. While they can be a piece of the holistic marketing plan, we know from working with thousands of dental practices that many of you right now are prioritizing long-term growth strategies this year. Our goal today is to help you understand the 8 most important things you can do to improve your visibility in the first 2 areas so that more people can find you, choose you, and book with you. Let's jump into the first of our 8, starting with the foundation of your digital presence, your website. So we're starting with your website, the digital front door of your practice. Google is crystal clear about this. Mobile first indexing is the standard. And that means that Google looks at how your website performs on a mobile device first, not your desktop version. These are questions that you should ask yourself about what your website is doing. First, is your site fast on mobile? Is your site easy to navigate with a thumb? Are your call buttons, forms, and maps easy to tap? If your website is clunky or slow on phones, not only will potential patients bounce, but Google will push you lower in the rankings. And why is that? Because Google aims to provide the best possible experience for its users. Today, over 60% of all searches occur on mobile devices, a number that is even higher in local service industries like dentistry, where people often look for a provider on the go. To keep up with that shift, Google switched to mobile first indexing, which means it evaluates the mobile version of your site, not the desktop version, when deciding where to rank your website in search results. If your site isn't optimized for mobile, meaning it's slow to load, hard to navigate, or difficult to interact with, Google sees that as a poor user experience and drops your ranking accordingly. Mobile friendliness isn't just a nice to have anymore, it's a critical ranking factor. And for your patients, it's the difference between staying engaged and hitting the back button. At ProSites, we build and optimize dental practices or dental websites that load fast, look beautiful, and convert visitors, especially on mobile, because that's where your patients are. Next up, your Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business. This little box on the right side of search results, it's gold. It shows your location, hours, reviews, photos, and even patient Q&As. And best of all, it feeds directly into local search results and Google Maps. So here's what you need to do. First, claim and verify your listing. Keep your hours and info accurate, add high quality photos, and post updates. Google loves fresh content. So when you claim your Google Business Profile, you are officially recognized as the owner or representative of your practice on Google. Until you claim and verify your listing, you cannot control how your practice appears in search results or Google Maps. And worse, someone else, even a competitor, could suggest edits or changes to your listing and adjust simple things like your office hours, potentially resulting in lost appointments. Plus, you'll also miss out on critical features like review management, insights, and posting updates. Because your Google Business Profile is online and is visible by patients and by Google, you want to keep your hours and information accurate. That means ensuring your practice name, address, phone number, website, Hours of operation, and any holiday closures are always up to date. Google wants to show users the most accurate and reliable information. Outdated or inconsistent information across platforms can lead to frustrated patients, negative reviews, and lower local SEO rankings. Google may even hide your listing if it detects conflicting details across the web. Adding high-quality photos of your office exterior, interior, staff, etc. to your Google Business profile helps potential patients visualize the experience of visiting your practice. Google has stated that listings with photos receive about 42% more requests for directions and 35% more click-throughs to the website compared to those who don't have any photos. Your listing looks incomplete or neglected, and it may get passed over for competitors who appear more active and inviting. A photo-less profile, often perceived as less trustworthy or even outdated. You can use the post feature to share updates, events, special offers, new blog articles, or even office hours directly to your Google listing. Regularly posting signals to Google that your business is active, engaged, and relevant. It can improve your visibility and local results and increase interactions with your listing. Your profile becomes stagnant, and Google may showcase more active competitors. Patients also assume your practice is less modern or engaged, especially if the last post you have is from a year ago. And lastly, since reviews can be seen and managed on your Google Business profile, respond to every review, even the not so fun ones. More on that in just a second. Reviews and managing reviews are a major attractor or detractor for practice and also directly ties into how your practice ranks. Let's talk about the power of your online reputation. Google uses reviews as a trust signal. So the more reviews you have and the more recent that they are, the more credible and relevant your practice looks to search engines. But it's not just quantity, it's star ratings. From Google's perspective, consistently high ratings indicate a positive user experience, when you can boost which can boost your local rankings. And for users, even half a star difference can mean the difference between choosing you or the competitor down the street. Review frequency is another thing. So patients tend to trust recent reviews more. A glowing review from 2018 may not carry as much weight today, especially if your most recent reviews are old or mixed. And how you respond is also really important. So for patients, responses reveal your practice, your personality, your professionalism, and customer service values. A gracious response to a negative review, for example, can turn a potentially harmful comment into a positive impression, showing that you listen and you care. Build a system where your team automatically requests reviews from happy patients. So ideally through text or email right after an appointment, and establish a system for responding to reviews online as quickly as possible when they come in. At ProSites, our clients get more positive reviews and new patients with an easy-to-use review management tool that automates review requests, makes responding to reviews easy with response templates, and has an easy-to-use dashboard, making online review management faster than ever before. Let's take a closer look at one of the most powerful and overlooked aspects of search engine optimization, local SEO. While general SEO helps your website rank across broader search queries, local SEO is designed to connect with prospective patients in your immediate geographic area, the people most likely to walk through your doors. For dental practices, this isn't just important, it's essential. Unlike e-commerce brands or virtual service providers, your business is location bound. Patients are almost always searching for a dentist who is nearby, easy to reach, and trustworthy. In fact, search terms like dentist near me or best family dentist in city are among the most common ways new patients find a practice. When done correctly, local SEO ensures that your practice appears in the Google Map Pack, which displays at the very top of local search results, like we discussed earlier. That it ranks highly in organic listings, so for searches that include your city, neighborhood, or surrounding areas, and builds authority and consistency through citations and local directory listings to achieve that. There are a few key actions that every practice must take. Incorporate location-based keywords through your website content. So cosmetic dentist in Scottsdale would be an example of that. Ensure that your NAP, name, address, phone number is accurate and consistent across all of your platforms. And then build and maintain listings on high-quality local directories, industry-specific sites, and healthcare platforms like HealthGrades or ZocDoc. If your local SEO strategy is weak or outdated, your practice may not appear in search results at all, making it difficult for nearby patients to find your practice. So in contrast, a strong local presence that builds trust with both Google and your community, positioning you as a leading provider in your area. Ultimately, local SEO helps you dominate your local market, attract more qualified leads, and stay ahead of nearby competitors who may be targeting the exact same audience. I know that for many dental professionals, the idea of using social media as a marketing tool can feel a bit outside of your comfort zone. You might be thinking, I'm a dentist, not a TikTok influencer. And that is completely understandable. But here's the truth. You don't need to go viral to make an impact. Social media is no longer just about entertainment or trends. It's a critical digital visibility channel that works hand in hand with your SEO strategy. So while social media doesn't directly factor into Google's core ranking algorithm, the way on-site SEO or backlinks do, its indirect influence is significant and multifaceted. Social signals boost brand awareness, so when your content is liked, shared, or commented on, it signals engagement and relevance. These social signals can lead to increased brand searches on Google, which does influence your ranking. When more people search your practice by name, it tells Google your brand is credible and in demand. Your social profiles also appear in search results. So Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube channels frequently appear on the first page of Google results for branded searches. A well-maintained professional profile strengthens your online presence and gives patients another way to engage with your practice. Social media also drives traffic to your website. So every social post that links to your website or blog creates an opportunity for patients to learn more, book an appointment, or share your content. Increased site traffic from social media can improve dwell time, reduce bounce rates, and contribute to better search performance over time. You don't need a full-time social media manager or trendy aesthetics to get results. What you do need is authentic, consistent content that reflects your practice's personality and builds trust with your community. Our next tip focuses on custom site content. So one thing Google really dislikes is duplicate content. If your website has the same generic about dental implants page as 500 other practices, you're not going to rank well. Custom content written specifically for your practice shows Google and your patients that you're an authority. And what does this look like? So unique service pages that reflect your tone, voice, and expertise. So for example, instead of a stock paragraph about crowns, say something like this. At Smile Haven Dental, we use same-day crowns so you can restore your smile in just one visit. No temporary needed. This shows who you are and what sets you apart. Another thing you can do is content that mentions your city or region. So for example, you could use phrases like, we've been helping families in Brentwood find their healthiest smiles for over 15 years. Location-based language helps you rank better in local searches and builds a stronger connection with your community. Pages that answer real patient questions in your words are also another great way. So an example, you can create content like this. Is Invisalign right for teens? Here's what parents in the Tacoma area need to know. Answering common questions helps your site appear in voice search and long-tail Google queries and positions you as a trusted source. Our content team here at ProSites creates custom content that not only is optimized for SEO, but speaks to your ideal patient. Now let's talk about backlinks, an essential but often underutilized part of SEO. Backlinks are simply links from other websites that point back to your website. Think of them as digital referrals or endorsements. So when another site links to yours, it signals to Google that your content is valuable, trustworthy, and worth sharing. In Google's eyes, each backlink is a vote of confidence. And the more high-quality votes you have, the more likely Google is to rank your site higher in search results. But quality matters more than quantity. A link from a reputable source, like your local Chamber of Commerce or a professional dental association or a referring specialist, is much more impactful than a link from a random low-quality blog. Backlinks help Google. So they help them in these three ways. So they help assess the authority and credibility of your site, helps discover your pages faster, and ultimately determine how relevant and trustworthy your content is in comparison to the others in your market. Just like in real life, the more trusted people who vouch for you, the more credibility you build. And that credibility directly supports your position on the first page of Google. And finally, let's wrap up with a major content opportunity, blogging. Google loves fresh content and blogging helps. Blogging helps by boosting SEO, by targeting keywords and answering search queries, educate and connect with patients, and gives you great content to share on social media. What should you blog about? You can do seasonal topics, so something like best Halloween candy for teeth, common patient concerns, do whitening strips work, and any office updates and events. 1 or 2 blog posts a month are often enough to keep your website fresh and signal ongoing activity on Google. But we understand that finding the time or inspiration to write consistently can be challenging. And that's a place where AI can be a helpful tool within your own practice. So AI-powered writing platforms can assist you with brainstorming blog topics, generating outlines, and even drafting content based on popular search trends and patient questions. This can significantly reduce the time that your team spends creating content while helping you stay consistent. However, it is important to remember that AI is just a starting point, not a replacement. Posts should still be reviewed for accuracy, tone, and alignment with your clinical expertise and your brand voice. A thoughtful human edit ensures that the content truly reflects your practice and builds trust with patients. By combining the AI efficiency with your clinical insight, you can create engaging SEO-friendly content that supports your search rankings and keeps your website working for you without overloading your team. That was a lot of information, so let's do a quick recap of the 8 steps to get your practice on page 1 of Google. 1, mobile optimized website. 2, complete and active Google Business Profile. 3, strong and steady online reviews. 4, localized tactics and listings. 5, consistent social media presence. 6, unique custom site content. 7, authoritative backlinks. And 8, fresh, helpful blog posts. You don't have to do all of this overnight, but every one of these steps builds your visibility, credibility, and patient volume over time. So at ProSites, we specialize in doing exactly this for over 7,500 dental practices across the country, from custom websites to online review management to SEO that actually moves the needle, we are here to help you grow your practice with less stress and more strategy. If you want a free website audit, SEO review, or consultation, you can drop a comment in the chat, you can send us a message, or you can visit us at ProSites.com, and we would love to chat and offer you that free consultation or a free review of your current SEO strategy. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think that wraps up our presentation with our 8 tips to rank higher on Google, getting those first page rankings. I hope that you're walking away today with new insights, ideas, and clarity about what it takes to grow your practice online. If you have any questions, please submit them in the chat, or like I said, you are always welcome to ask them in a one-on-one setting. And as a reminder, we will be sending out a recording of today's webinar along with the presentation slides within the next 24 hours. So be on the lookout for that in the email inbox that you use to register for today's presentation. We hope you learned a lot today. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. We hope to see you again at a future webinar. Thank you.